Praėjusiais metais Lietuva sulaukė kaip niekada daug politinio prieglobsčio prašymų. Vienai žmonių grupiai toks prieglobstis buvo suteiktas be didelių dvejonių. Tai Lietuvos kariams Afganistane talkinę vertėjai ir kiti specialistai, bei artimiausi jų šeimos nariai. Šios žmonės Talibano radikalams perimus valdžią Afganistane per itin sudėtingą operaciją evakavo vadinamasis Kabulo 11-tukas. Kariams ir jiems talkinusiems profesionalams bei užsienio reikalų ir krašto apsaugos ministerijų specialistų komandai tai buvo ypatingo pasirengimo ir kruopštaus komandinio darbo pareikalavusi užduotis, o šiandieniniam mūsų laidos herojui gyvybės ar mirties klausimas. Susipažinkime. Dar netaip seniai Gul Rahman Faraz pasivaikščiojimų vietos nė iš tolo nebuvo tokios žalios. Jis vienas iš į mūsų šalį iš Kabulo evakuotų buvusių Lietuvos karių Afganistane vertėjų. 28 metų amžiaus vyras su šeima namais jau vadina Lietuvą. O prie sostinės Pašilaičių mikrorajono peizažų priprato, kaip prie kažkada nuosavų namų kiemo.
Labą dieną, aš esu iš Afganistano, bet aš dabar gyvenu Lietuva. Lietuva yra maža ir gera šalis, man patinka gyventi Lietuva.
Gul Rahman Faraz lietuvių kalbos mokėsi kursuose, tačiau juokiasi, kad dar tikrai turi kur tobulėti, o jo 8 ir 5 metų sūnus lietuviškai išmoko lankydami lietuvišką mokyklą ir darželį. Lietuvių kalbos jau mokosi ir 3 metų dvyniai, klausydamiesi brolių.
Nojimas Surušės.
Mano vardas Suruš.
Nomai padarėme Farazas.
Mano vardas Pavardė.
Mano pavardė?
Mano pavardė Faraz.
Per sudėtingą 11 Lietuvos karių komandos Kabule įvykdytą operaciją nuo viską naikinusio Talibano į Lietuvą pavyko išgabenti 179 afganus. Mūsų pašnekovas anų dienų įvykius prisimena tarsi įtempto siužeto filmą. Dar prieš paliekant Afganistaną, ankstesnį ramų gyvenimą teko pamiršti.
2 years before coming to Lithuania, I was graduated from English Language and Literature Faculty of Kabul University. And after that I was working as a HR and also HR or Humanitarian Resource and Administrative Officer of Independent Election Commission of our province. But before starting university, I was working as an interpreter and translator with Lithuanian troops in Afghanistan. By the time Taliban take over the control of the Afghanistan, we just received many threat letters and also many calls from Taliban, and we were using fake IDs in order not to be recognized by the Taliban leaders and insurgents. And after that we mailed all those interpreters who work with Lithuanian troops. We mailed for Ministry of Defense of Lithuania and asking them a quick reaction for our evacuation from Kabul airport. Fortunately, the government of Lithuania and also Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Ministry of Defense coordinated our evacuation by sending armed forces of Lithuania to Afghanistan for our evacuation. Actually, as you have heard and as you have watched some movies from the rush and also crowds which were in the airport of the Kabul on evacuation days, we are so thankful from government of Lithuania that they help us on such a harsh situation to be evacuated with our close family members from Afghanistan to the destination of Lithuania.
Ramus laikas bendraujant su vaikais gimtinėje buvo likęs tik prisiminimuose. Dar tada, kai radikalieji talibai ėmė įsigalėti vis didesnėse Afganistano teritorijose, vertėjai ir kiti talkinusieji vakarų pajėgoms juto vis didesnę grėsmę. Mūsų pašnekovas, kaip ir daugelis kitų jo kolegų, ne kartą sulaukė grasinimų.
Actually, for the time, being as an interpreter and translator with ISAF troops, especially Lithuanian troops, we were just receiving some calls and also some threat letters that those people who were living in Afghanistan on the opposite side of the Republic government, they were just calling has the voice and also has the map of ISAF troops in Afghanistan, because they were just justifying that if there are no any interpreters with the ISAF troops, they are not able to have their missions successfully. That's why they were just threatening us, and all the time they blackmailed us and asking us to leave and terminate our contracts with ISAF troops. But after transferring authority of ISAF and also USA troops from Afghanistan, the security situation was getting worse and also worse. And from that time we were just feeling threats and besides our life in Afghanistan. The whole province is having 13 administrative districts with the capital one. We were living in the capital center of Chekcharan, which is at this time Firuzku, but 9 other districts were controlled by the Taliban. It means that the highway which connects the whole province with Herat province and also Kabul province was completely controlled by the Taliban. On that time we were just feeling threats inside being in Afghanistan and living with our families in Afghanistan. And I have just decided to find a flight and also to go to the Herat or Kabul provinces and leave Afghanistan to save my life.
Ryšį su Afganistane likusiais giminaičiais ir draugais tik per šifruotas vaizdo programėles, kad nesukeltų jiems pavojaus palaikantis Faraz, pasakoja, kad labai mėgia savo darbą ir puikiai jautėsis dirbdamas su lietuviais. Jį be galo liūdina faktas, kad gimtoji šalis taip staiga net pažįstamai pasikeitė.
There are big changes between before Taliban and also after Taliban takeover. At this time, the economical power of Afghanistan is completely damaged. Even a person who is living under the sovereignty of the Taliban government in Afghanistan is having almost 15 euros per month income, which is not enough even for one day. And the security situation is completely worse. And it's the security situation and the current situation of Afghanistan is completely complicated if we just compare that to the Ukraine case. It's even at this time worse than Ukraine, because Ukraine is completely clear that there is a country by the name of Russia who is just trying to disrupt the situation. But Afghanistan and Taliban are controlled by different intelligence centers. For example, CIA, ISI, KGB, China, and also any other neighboring countries' intelligence offices. Every Taliban group leaders are being controlled by one of the intelligence centers of the neighborhood countries or foreign countries. In this case, they are doing what they want without having any coordination for their activities inside Taliban government. And as you see, Taliban are just acting opposite of what they are saying. For example, they are saying that there is no any limitation for the girls to attend education. But at this time, all those schools that previously in the Republic's government of Afghanistan, girls were going to have their educations, or at this time controlled by armies of the Taliban militants, that they are fighting with the groups who are standing at this time by the name of National Resistance Front against the Taliban. In this case, we can see that it's almost uncomparable if we compare the situation of pre-Taliban and also post-Taliban.
Pokalbio metu Faraz daugybę kartų pakartoja, koks jis dėkingas Lietuvos kariams ir pareigūnams, kad nepaliko jo su šeima likimo valiai. Vyras pasakoja, iki paskutinės akimirkos negalėjęs būti tikras, ar pavyks evakuotis. Paklaustas, kas būtų laukę, jei išvykti nebūtų pavykę, Faraz nedvejodamas tarė – mirtis.
We have just gotten email that all those interpreters who have worked with Lithuanian armed forces can come to Kabul and also can reach themselves to the Kabul airport, and they should be just waiting for the quick call of one of those people from Lithuanian armed forces that they were in Kabul. And we just reached ourselves to Kabul province, and it was so crowded, and we were just waiting for the call, and we just received that one in the evening, and we reached ourselves from the evening till 10 o'clock of the morning. We just tried to pass about 6,000 or 7,000 people who were just living, who were just preparing themselves for living through Kabul airport. On that time we have just written some signs which was written LTU or L2, and we were just showing them to the Lithuanian armed forces, and they saw us and they led us to be evacuated from Kabul airport. Actually, if I would stay at this time in Afghanistan, I wouldn't be alive anymore, because based on the experience and also based on the movies that we are just seeing at this time from the Taliban activities at this time is this, that even those people, when they were working as a Afghan National Army, Taliban were just reaching themselves to the biometric database. They are just controlling all those information through their database, and they are arresting, terroring, and also killing those people who worked with the previous Republic government. And it's something for sure that Taliban were fighting against all those people who were working in Afghanistan as a foreigner staffs or in a foreign mission. And we were just a part of this foreign mission, which was ISAF troops activities for ensuring security and bringing reconstruction in Afghanistan.
Lietuvoje jau apsipratęs Faraz pasakoja, mėgstantis skanauti cepelinus ir šakoti. Apie maistą, kaip ir kitus dalykus, apie mūsų šalį jis buvo daug girdėjęs iš Lietuvos karių Afganistane, tad sako žinojęs, ko tikėtis. Tačiau, kai galiausiai pats čia atsidūrė, jautėsi maloniai nustebintas.
Everything was the same as I have heard, but the only issue that I have just considered in my mind was just the greenness. I have just heard that this is the same like as we consider it the paradise of this world. Even such kind of greenness I have heard, and also I have seen some movies from Lithuania. But practically when I came here and also when I see such a situation, it was completely unbelievable. I was not even able to believe that there is a country such kind of Lithuania with such kind of green and also raining climate.
Kaip ir kiti į Lietuvą evakuoti Lietuvos karių Afganistane vertėjai ir talkininkai, mūsų laidos herojus iš pradžių kelis mėnesius gyveno Raseiniuose, kol dėl geresnių galimybių rasti darbą ir studijuoti, padedamas Raudonojo kryžiaus, persikėlė į Vilnių. Juokėsi, kad pirmosiomis savaitėmis čia teko patirti ne vieną nesusipratimą.
Previously, when we were in Raseiniai, there wasn't such kind of restrictions using autobuses. But when we came here, firstly we were just looking that somebody will come and also he will just try to pick or collect euros or cents from those passengers who are inside the vehicle. But till the end, when we were just waiting, we didn't see such a person to come and also collect the money. But after some days, when we asked some of our friends, Lithuanian friends, that why all these autobuses are free for the people who are living in Vilnius, they said that they are not free. There are some special cards that you should buy from the shopping centers, or some application by the name of Trophy, or some others that you should buy tickets through that application. This was also surprising for us.
Savo ateitį Gul Rahman Faraz sieja su Lietuva. Dabar jis studijuoja tarptautinių santykių ir diplomatijos magistrantūroje. Sako, neprarandantis vilties, kad vieną dieną įgytos žinios pravers ir dirbant gimtai šaliai.
In my point of view, Taliban will not be for a long time in the power of Afghanistan. It's true that they turn in the power of Afghanistan by the intelligence of foreign countries, but for the time being, when we see their behavior and their disrespectfulness with the human rights, women rights, children education, and girls' educations, discrimination in the cultural issues, tribal issues, language issues, terroring, and also killing those people who were just related to the military groups of Republic government. Such kind of actions shows that they will not be in the power of Afghanistan for a long time. Even it's just 9 months that they are taking the power of Afghanistan, but none of the countries of the world recognize them as an independent government. Such kind of actions shows that they will not be in the power of Afghanistan for a long time. In this case, I hope that I should have my master degree, even doctoral degree in the European universities, and in the future I should help and also I should serve in my government as a diplomat and also as a staff of the consulates or also embassies of Afghanistan outside of Afghanistan. This is one of the ambitions that I have towards my studies as a master degree students of Vytautas Magnus University in Diplomacy and International Relations faculty.
Kas Lietuvoje jums labiausiai patinka?
High standard of education and also the good weather and everything. The people are very honest and also kind. Even when we are going out in some parks with my children, I see most of the teenagers and also old men and also women who are just trying to have some smiles for the children when they are seeing. And when we are asking some helps, for example, when we are going to the shopping centers, we are facing with some problems and also challenges of understanding each other because of the language. When we are asking help, most of the people are interested to help us. Such kind of behavior is really admiring.
Kas Lietuvoje labiausiai stebina?
For the time when we were just having our education in Kabul University, during the Republic government, the situation, the freedom and also women freedom, human freedom and also democracy in Afghanistan were the same as in Lithuania. On that case for me, especially, I couldn't see such kind of surprise from any aspect. Everything is the same as it was in Kabul. This was what we were expecting to be in Europe.
Kuo skiriamės?
One surprising issue is just keeping or having pets. We have just heard from our Lithuanian friends in Afghanistan that most of the Lithuanian people, or all those people who are living in Europe, are somehow accustomed to have some pets with themselves. We were just hearing this issue, but we were not believing. But when we came here, we saw that this is a right story that we have just heard, and we were just surprising. It's not usual in Afghanistan, even in a village where 3,000 or 4,000 people are living. We cannot see a person who is just having some pets with themselves. Only some people are keeping some cats with themselves, but they are keeping dogs in other purpose to save the materials which they have, the same like a guard. But the dogs' generation are completely different if we compare Afghanistan dogs with here. It's something surprising.
Kas Lietuvoje nepatinka?
Actually, I do love such kind of living condition, which is at this time in Europe. But one issue which I really don't like, maybe it's acceptable, but based on the experience that I have from our culture, it's completely different in Lithuania, that most of the people are trying to be so conservative. I mean that they just try to be with themselves, try to make themselves happy, and also try to be alone or living alone. I mean that most of the people, as I see in here, are not interested to have a social life. It means that even in Afghanistan, for example, 5 or 10 family members were gathering together to celebrate a party. I couldn't see such kind of parties in here. Even among my classmates of the university, I see that everyone is busy with his life or her life, and no any social contacts between the students and also society members.
Ko palinkėtumėte Lietuvai ir lietuviams?
What I want to wish is just, I wish, as Lithuania is at this time our second homeland, I wish not to be destroyed as the same as Afghanistan is. We have the experience of aggression from Soviet Russia, as well as we heard from our Lithuanian troops, the same issue was in Lithuania. What I wish is not to suffer the same problems, challenges, and difficulties of Afghanistan and Ukraine for its future. This is one of my hope.